Hi guys, welcome. This is going to be a general reading for anyone needing it. All of my readings are timeless, so if you feel called to watch this one, please continue watching. And if perhaps you're feeling called to another video, feel free to go ahead and watch any of the others as well. So let's see what messages Spirit has for those watching. If you guys hear noise, I need to let you know it's really windy in Sedona today. It's gorgeous out though. But also I have my little dog next to me and she's asleep snoring, so you'll hear some sleep sounds. Okay, the first card that came out, 7 Deadly Sins. Greed, envy, sloth, gluttony, pride, lust, and wrath. So for those of you that are dealing with any of these or struggling with any of these, this is really a call to put yourself on notice. You're needing to call your attention to these things so that you are avoiding them. Try to ask yourself what you're feeling when you're engaging in these activities or when you're dealing with these, dealing with any of these issues. For a lot of you, I do feel like most of this actually has to do with, I'm just feeling like a stagnancy. Just like in action, like there's an inertia that's happened, and I don't know, it feels like it's long standing, like it's been for years, and that immobility is not serving you. You're living a life half fulfilled, half happy, half here, really. So if that's you, the next one already came out while I was shuffling. Yeah, so just try to ask yourself what it is. What am I feeling right now? What am I feeling that's causing this? Sometimes just giving light and giving a voice to your emotions can really help to transmute darker things that might be going on in the subconscious or beneath the surface of what is readily visible to you each day. And also creating more healthy habits, focusing on putting more intention, time, energy, and effort into the things you're wanting to create versus the things you want to get away from. I noticed with myself, even if I try not to do something, sometimes I'll do it more. That's just human nature. But if I will replace that thing I'm trying to stop doing, if I just incorporate something that is more positive or healthier for me to be doing, then I'll find I have no time to engage in whatever it was that I was trying to release. The next card that came out was Memories. Cherish memories of the way we were. The way we were, for some of you, of course, this sounds like a relationship, and it probably is pertaining for some of you, but others as well. I feel like there's a need to let go of the family dynamic. I'm hearing the way that it used to be, the way that things were. You can commemorate and preserve what you'd like from familial memory that's pleasant, that's good, that was happy, that was of more pleasant times. Try to hold on to those good memories and release anything that doesn't serve you or is sad or is a point of pain. You know, of course, if there's processing that needs to be done, do that in order to release. Grieve if you need to. Some of you are really needing to grieve that loss. But you can get to a point where when you release enough, you'll look back and you'll really just cherish and hold on to the good memories. And that will be the bulk of what you see and what you keep with you and carry forward from that memory. Okay, I'm going to pull from a different deck now. Spirit, what other messages do you have for us today? 2 came out. Don't spend too much time in despair. Move through the emotions and release it, what we were just talking about. So some of you, this is definitely dealing with the family dynamic again. You need to process, accept, grieve, emote as much as you can so that you can really be freed from the past and freed from the energy that's holding you in that place of stagnancy and inaction in your life. The next that came out was it's okay to be different. Don't try so hard to fit in. So for those of you that have like given yourself a certain set of rules to live by or a certain, you know, you create these like, I have to do this by this age and this by this age and life has to look like this. Things don't have to be so concrete. Things don't have to be so set in stone. It's important to just be yourself, go with the flow, but that flow is yours. It's your independent flow. Go with your own flow. Go with what you feel called to do. You don't have to fit in with the crowd here. And if you're trying to fit in with a specific crowd, a lot of times you'll see if you look deeper into that crowd you're trying to fit into, a lot of them are unfulfilled anyway. You know, make sure that the people you're aspiring to be like actually embody some of the things quality wise that you want in life, characterize what you want in life. You know, make sure that they actually have achieved things that you're wanting to achieve. The next that came out was believing yourself and your ability to carry out your dreams. And knowing that you're going to have to be different in order to achieve them. Your uniqueness is what makes you so amazing. Your uniqueness is really your ticket to seeing your dreams realized. Nobody does what you do the way that you do it. And that's what is going to make you successful in what you do and following your passion. Let's go over the message you have for us. Okay. There's still time to change the road you're on. It's never too late. So for those of you who are feeling like, gosh, at my age, but I've made so many mistakes I'm hearing, or I'm already so far down this other path, it doesn't matter. It is never, ever, ever too late. If you have breath, if you have life, if you have gumption, if you have a dream, there's enough time left to put effort, energy, and intention into it and actually seeing it realized and come to fruition. And that voice that you're hearing, that there's no time, you know, that's a farce. That's the ego speaking. That's not the real, truest you at your core, what you came here for, what you came here to do, to be, to achieve. A lot come out that time. We're not going to take them all. I'm just going to reshuffle because I had too many come out. Okay. You will be surrounded by people with different agendas. It may scare you away, but fight it. You've got this. So for those of you seeing people around you, perhaps with ulterior motives or seemingly to not have your best interest in mind, don't let that be a deterrent to what it is that you're doing. You know, you have to have in your mind that there's always going to be a balance in everything. So you're going to experience duality in every part and area of life. And especially if you're on the road to change, the path to passion and purpose, you're going to experience, you know, positive aspects and some adverse ones as well. That's just the nature that is life, right? So you're being called to really embrace that and just keep it moving. I would encourage you to get in your head that, you know, for each negative interaction or for each no, I get 3 yeses, or I get 3 positive interactions. For each person I meet that was not a good influence or whatever on my path, you know, 4 people come in that are. And knowing that those people that come in, it's not, you know, sometimes we're like, well, gosh, I've gotten so many signs, I'm not meant to do this. No, there's opportunities. Seeing those people that you connect with and those experiences that are adverse, there's something to be learned from them. They build strength, they build character, they build, you know, confidence and fortitude, and they're your reminders that you can get through anything, you can maneuver through anything. Don't let anything steer you off the path of what you know is absolutely yours to have here in this life, is what I'm hearing. I'm gonna pull from the Mermaids deck for some reason. I'm feeling called to pull from that deck. So the Mermaid deck, of course, you know, mermaids, it's actually a Mermaids and Dolphins deck, I think, or maybe just mermaids. Aquatic. So for some of you, I'm feeling that there's a need to, again, this goes back to flow that we were mentioning, getting in water. You're needing to get into water to energetically cleanse, to ground. You can do this, you guys, in the shower or taking a bath. You can also do this by getting out into nature. Get your feet on the ground. If you can get near a natural body of water, a creek or something, to put your feet in the water, that will really, really help. Ready, set, go. Now is the perfect moment to dive in and embrace your heart's desire. So this is just validation, confirmation that what you've been thinking about doing, dreaming about doing, putting off for however long you've been putting it off, now is the time. You're ready. It's absolutely time. It's the perfect moment for you to dive and embrace your heart's desire. And knowing that if you initialize now, you will be fully supported on your path. The divine has you. They won't let you fall. They'll make sure that you have what it takes to be comforted, supported, nurtured, and provided for throughout that journey. The next card to come out is Healing Heart. You're a powerful healer. Keep up the great work. For some of you, this has to do with your ability to help others to heal. That may be part of your life purpose as well. For others of you, knowing that you have your own heart to be healing, you're a powerful healer, whether it comes to yourself or it comes to others. Those of you that have done your own personal deep heart healing, I would encourage you to do that work with others. That might be a part of your calling. If this speaks to you, that's kind of what you need to be the ultimate healer to others, is to having already been able to be that to yourself, because all of your knowledge, your intuition, the divine messages that you'll receive, those will become deeper once you've gone through that journey with yourself, and that positions you to be a perfect healer for others. I'm gonna pull from this stuff now. Oh, cards are coming out so fast today. Birthday. A significant birthday holds the answer to your question. So for those of you who are anticipating something or wanting to know about a timeline for something, this is the sign that your birthday, around your birthday. So whatever it is that you're wanting a timeline on, just know that it goes around your birthday, or someone in your life, someone close to you, their birthday might be significant as well. And you'll know which. If this pertains to you, you'll know if it's your birthday or someone else's birthday. Spirit, what other messages do you have for us? Oh, okay. Daughter. The answer to your question involves your daughter. So for some of you, if you're dealing with a daughter, you're having an adverse time or some turbulence with your daughter, or perhaps you're dealing with custody where a daughter is involved. This is just confirmation and validation from the divine that you're being looked after, whatever the situation, circumstance, or scenario is. They're here for you. They're supporting you. They want to give you guidance. They want to give you directive. Ask for that help and assistance with that. The more you ask, the more you receive. You're needing to be reminded of that. I'm hearing some of you, especially some of us that are really spiritual, we tend to really do a lot of work and asking and calling in different energies to help others, but we sometimes struggle when it comes to self. In this instance, you're being reminded that you need to ask as often as you feel the need arise. There's no limit to how much you can ask. And the more you ask, the more you will receive, but you have to remember to ask daily, as many times as you need to. There's no rules as far as how much you can ask. I say that because there are like rules, guidelines, I guess, that Spirit has to follow that they can't interfere with and things like that. But one of those rules is, no intervention unless it's emergent without being asked. So you need to ask for help. Whom do you need to forgive? As you release old angers or resentment, you will find that your wishes will come true. So for some of you, holding on so tightly to those you need to forgive, or that anger that you have towards someone in the past, is preventing you from grabbing a hold to what you're wanting to call into your experience. You need to release that. A great way to do it, write out a letter to that person. Everything you would want to say, how you would want to say it. Straight, just take emotion directly to paper. I need to come up with a better setup for these. But this works for now. Yeah, writing down what it is that you're angry about, how you want to release to that person, what you want to say to that person will be really beneficial to you. But more importantly, take it a step further, burn that letter. And you write out these letters as often as you need, as many as you need. There's no limit. If you're still angry or you're still upset, well, then just keep writing. If that's a letter a day for right now, that's a letter a day. Do it. Do whatever's necessary to release that. Because until you release that, you're never going to see what you want coming into your life that's really going to fulfill you. You're not going to see it actualized. And even if it were to happen, it'll feel half happy. It won't be completely fulfilling because you'll have so much from the past blocking you. For some of you, I feel like there's a blockage to love, blocking your blessings that want to come in. I'm hearing someone that's like wanting to call in someone new, or actually I'm feeling like whoever this is pertaining to, you actually have someone new already. This person's there for you. They're showing up for you. They want to be there. They're like, I'm everything. but you're not like accepting me. They don't understand it. And the reason is because you've got to let go of this past person. There's a song, I can't remember. I think it's from the 90s. I don't remember the name. Maybe it's called Everything You Want, I think. And it's, I am everything you want. I am everything you need. I am everything inside of you that you wish you could be. I say all the right things at exactly the right times, but I mean nothing to you and I don't know why. So those lyrics just popped into my head. So basically, this is just letting you know that, you know, if you have someone in your life like that, that's like, I'm everything that you say that you want. I'm here for you, ready to commit, wanting to step up and be that person that you swear you're wanting and needing. And our chemistry is great. Everything is good. Now, if there's no chemistry, of course, dismiss this. It's not for you. But for those of you that there's something there is a spark. You're like, why can't I just move past this and accept this person? This is exactly what I want and need. You've got to let go of the past. You've got to forgive from the past and set that person and set that experience free. And the way you can do that is through releasing those letters. Say everything that you want, release everything you want. You can, you know, be vulgar. It doesn't have to be grammatically correct. It doesn't have to be good sentence structure and flow. This is just for you. So you're going to write out everything you need to get out of your body physically. And like I said, ideally, you'll want to burn that letter. Okay, I'm going to pull a self-care card, and then that'll be it for this reading. I do self-care readings every single day, so if that's of interest to you and you like shorter readings, I would encourage you to just check back whenever I post those. But I'm going to pull a self-care reading for those of you who haven't watched one today, or perhaps just watch, you know, just prefer these. So we'll see what self-care video or what self-care step needs to come out. Spirit, please show us a self-care step. Actionable self-care step that's needing to be taken right now. We got two. So, negative thinking. You've got to get rid of those negative thought patterns. The best way to do that is to first be observational. Be aware of them. Where they're coming from, what they go back to, how they started. A lot of times those negative thoughts are not your own. They're someone else's. Those negative narratives usually come from someone else. Your work is to just be aware, identify, and then replace them with positive things. For each negative thought that you're aware of and observe, put in some, 2, 3, 4 positive thoughts right behind it. That's how you'll break those patterns. And again, we already mentioned this with the water. Getting grounded. You need to ground yourself. Get grounded in your body and connect back to the earth. You can do this with grounding meditations and exercises on YouTube. You can do this by getting out into nature, ideally feet planted firmly on the ground. It would be phenomenal if you could get into a natural body of water as well. And also you have the opportunity to ground with the foods that you eat. If you happen to be watching this in real time, even though the video is timeless, or you're watching in the fall, it's a great time to be eating a lot of root vegetables. Eat seasonally. Root vegetables are incredibly grounding. So that would be like carrots and, squashes, pumpkin, potatoes, parsnips. Those are really good things to be consuming right now that can help to ground your energy. And the grounding ideally needs to be done every single day. It's gotten a little bit darker here. I hope you guys are able to see all right. I apologize for that, like the dim lighting. It was sunnier out when I started, but it's gotten really overcast and starting to become dusk here. I hope you guys enjoyed this reading. I hope you got something beneficial out of it. Wherever you're tuning in from, whenever you should happen to tune in, know that I really appreciate you. If you enjoyed the video, please give it a thumbs up or leave me a comment. I would really appreciate it. I hope you have a beautiful rest of your day, and I hope to see you guys in the next reading.